This is Power Ground Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for another jab of boxing news from around the world, commentary and entertainment with a focus of honoring those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this great sport of boxing. You heard? Now, right now, we're going to be talking about Adrien the Problem Broner. Yeah, that's right. Adrien Broner. Now, he recently said that he's going to be one of the greats of all times. That's right. Adrien the Problem Broner says he's one of the sport's greats of all times. Now, he's saying that because of his accomplishments that he has made during his 14-year professional career. Adrien Broner, he's 33 years old. He's 34 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. He got 24 knockouts, and he believes that when history is said and done, and when the history books are written, that his name will go down in infamy because of how he captured titles in 4 weight classes. You got me? Now, he gave examples of why he feel like he's going to be viewed as one of the greats. And I understand all fighters are supposed to feel as if their contributions to this great sport of boxing will put them in high regards. However, some individuals feel as if Adrien Broner did not capture the belts against the best of adversaries. Some people are angry. They're like, look, we know that Adrien Broner is a 4-division champ, but who did he defeat to become that world champion? But Adrien Broner feels as if he's one of the elites. And right now, he's on a path of, I'm going to say, recovery, because it seems as if at a point in time, his career was damaged. So now what he's doing right now is he's doing everything that he can do to recover his career. Because I'm telling you, 2013, Adrien Broner, he took a loss to Marcos Maidana, and it seemed after that loss, he started going downhill, but he has definitely vowed to be champion again. So I'm wondering if he is going to be champion again. I did just see him on a BLK Prime, I guess, press conference, and he was speaking, and he was saying that he's getting back in the ring. I think he said February. He didn't look like he was in the best of shape, but I'm certain that by the time February gets here, he'll be fight ready and he'll be ready to go. He'll be ready to rock him and sock him. You got what I'm saying? However, a lot of individuals, they are really perplexed, and they're like, oh, man, I don't know if Adrien Broner still has it. A lot of people, especially on social media and just in the boxing world, are just wondering whether or not Adrien Broner still got it. He did just sign a multi-deal with BLK Prime. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how this BLK Prime deal goes, and we're going to see whether or not Adrien Broner really faces who he's supposed to face. I don't know if he's going to face stiff competition this first time out. We haven't seen Broner in the ring in some years, so it's going to be very difficult to say, whether or not he's as good as he once was, because I remember at one point in time, Adrien Broner was really a problem. He came in, he was brushing his hair, he was popping loud, he was backing it up, he was really fly and flashy, he was young, he had the talent, he did everything that you were supposed to do as an individual to get the attention that you needed to get. And one thing that no one could take away from Adrien Broner at one point in time, man, he was really the can man. You understand what I'm saying? Because anybody can get it. And one thing that I will say about Adrien Broner that's undeniable. Adrien Broner ducks no smoke. Whether he has won or lost, and he does not have a lot of losses, but whether he has won or lost, he does not turn down a fight, and he does not duck any smoke from anyone. He will fight anybody. And you probably can't say that for your favorite fighter. You got what I'm saying? Adrien Broner has always been willing to put it all on the line at any time to show you that he was better. Now, sometimes he came up short. Sometimes he came up short and it was controversial. Sometimes he won. You got what I'm saying? But keep in mind, he does not have a lot of losses. Now, I do understand that we live in a time where as soon as a fighter get 1 or 2 losses, people give up on him. However, that's never been the case with Adrien Broner. People look at Adrien Broner right now with a question mark because of some of the decisions that he made outside of the sport of boxing that interfered with the life of Adrien Broner inside the sport of boxing. You know, he started getting arrested, start hanging out, drinking, doing all these extra things, getting sued, etc. All these things are distractions. Now, when Broner first came into the game, he was similar to Floyd Mayweather because he was young, fly, flashy. He was talking that talk, walking that walk, and he was really showing up and showing out. He looked like he was going to be the next generation of Floyd Mayweather because he seemed like he was as disciplined as you expect a top tier elite fighter to be. However, as time progressed, we noticed that Adrien Broner, he started slipping because, man, he was getting all this money and he was just always in the famous light. And sometimes when you are in the spotlight and you have the fame, you fumble the bag. And it seemed, from the outside looking in, it seemed like Adrien Broner had fumbled the bag. A lot of the criticism that he got when he was inside the ring is that he wasn't letting his hands go, or sometimes he wasn't as defensively sound as he needed to be. However, people kept paying to see him win or lose, and he has and had a magnetic personality. So people always wanted to see Adrien Broner because he just got that personality. You know how some people just say, oh, man, you just got it, that it factor. You know, he just got that personality where, you know, he can just talk that talk and walk that walk. And then he had that excellent skill set. And then some of the individuals that he did take a loss to, it was like, yeah, he lost that, but that's okay. Now, I did not like Adrien Broner when he fought Marcos Maidana. Stylistically, it was a very horrible matchup. I don't know who matched it up, but from when I was looking at this bout, and I've looked at Marcos Maidana and Adrien Broner. I've looked at that fight, I want to say about 9 to 10 times, right? And one thing that I noticed every single time is that it was so horrible. You know, Marcos Maidana was not boxing. You know, he made it so dirty and it was so ugly. You know, it was just a horrible fight. Adrien Broner, he wasn't letting his hands go. That's the normal complaint. And he just wasn't adjusting and adapting. Now, I do understand that Marcos Maidana, since his style is not really like a boxing style, it was, man, I can't even find the proper adjective to describe how Marcos Maidana was fighting Adrien Broner. But it was just horrible. It was so unorthodox. It was just the worst style that I've ever seen. Adrien Broner fighting Marcos Maidana. It just was horrible. Even when Marcos Maidana, even when he scored the knockdown, I was like, okay, he knocked him down. Adrien Broner's gonna lose. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just horrible. Like his fighting style, it was horrible. It was no technique. It was frustrating to watch. You got what I'm saying? It was like somebody scraping on a chalkboard. I know that I'm old and you don't know what a chalkboard is, but I'm just saying it was just weird and horrible looking at Adrien Broner fight Marcos Maidana. Now Maidana knocked him down. He just, you know what I'm saying, he gave Adrien Broner his loss. And that's how I was. I wasn't mad that Maidana you know what I'm saying, did what he did to Adrien Broner, because I felt like Adrien Broner was too high. I felt like he wasn't taking things serious. I felt like he was too high up in the sky. I felt like he wasn't taking the game serious. And I think it was because he wasn't taking it serious. Because a lot of times when you come from meager beginnings and you come from the struggle and you come from the streets, look, you can't take this boxing stuff serious because there are people in boxing who understand the business of boxing. So you can't take boxing serious because you don't even understand the business of boxing. And then you got a real life going on in the world. And that's what happened. That was the downfall of Adrien Broner's career, in my opinion. He just had real life problems. He had real life issues that he could never find a solution to. That's what I think. Because I done seen this over and over. A lot of times people who come from the street, they come from the mud. A lot of times life be so completely horrible for them. So then they're trying to adjust to a life that they have difficulty adjusting to. And there's no blueprint to this young guy from the streets, really from the streets. You know, because I remember seeing a video of Adrien Broner when he was young, and this lady asked him, well, you know, what would you be doing if you wasn't boxing? And he was like, probably robbing somebody, selling drugs, doing wrong. That's what Adrien Broner said. Now, Broner, I think he like 33. I think he said he like 33. Yeah, he like 33 years old. You know, so I remember seeing with my own eyes Adrien Broner as a kid. And I remember that interview. He like, yo, I'll probably be doing bad. Probably robbing somebody, stealing somebody, selling drugs. That's what his answer was. On television, a reporter asking him, hey, what would you be doing if it wasn't for boxing? He's just a little kid. See, you don't know what it's like coming from the slums and coming from the mud and coming from the dirt like that, where you just doing the things that you're doing. You were taught that, but you're just doing things to survive. You got me? And that's what it made me think of when I see Adrien Broner. So when you come from horrible, where you don't have the proper education and you just catapulted into this new world of boxing and you got millions of dollars, no, you don't make financially sound decisions if you don't have people in your corner. And people don't just be thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna make these proper decisions. And I'm gonna tell you like this. It's so easy to look at somebody's life and say what you would do when you've never been in them shoes. You got what I'm saying? So I look at Adrien Broner and I look at his life and I'm just happy that he's alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that he can give a positive contribution to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know he get a lot of negative criticism, but I'm still proud of him because he's resilient. He know how to bounce back. You know, I remember he had that campaign on well, I ain't gonna talk about that, but I'm telling you, I just remember I've just seen Adrien Broner through different phases. I hope that I can continue to support Adrien Broner. I hope that he becomes even more successful. I wish him all the best because I'm telling you, man, sometimes when you come from a certain type of life, people just don't want you to win. And I'm telling you, man, I really want Adrien Broner to win. I do acknowledge all of the criticism that he gets. Some of that is deserved criticism because, you know, hey, he do what he do. You know what I'm saying? People got to make the decision that they make. And your life is defined by the decisions that you make. And sometimes those decisions put other individuals in a position where they feel comfortable criticizing your decisions. You got me? And that's what killed me about a lot of boxing fans and fake boxing fans and people who kind of like boxing and social media. They love criticizing your life, never lived their life, but they love criticizing your life. Bars. You know what I'm saying? They never lived their life, but they want to criticize a life they ain't even live. You got me? I'm just saying, you get that right there. But like I said, man, shouts out to Adrien Broner. I'm hoping that his new deal with BLK Prime is successful. Now, what I don't like is I don't like how he want to speak negatively about PBC. Look, this business of boxing is still a business. So certain things you can't just be trying to spill negativity and something bad on somebody that can't be proven. And if you saying somebody did something or and if you can't prove it, hey, they can sue you. You got what I'm saying? And it's bad for business, so it make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish he would not be speaking negatively about certain people and speaking certain things that can't be proven. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if it can be proven, hey, you know what I'm saying? Live your truth, speak your truth. But like I said, if you want to stay in the business of boxing, you got to learn when to have discretion and when not to have discretion. And that don't mean be a coward or be a punk. You know what I'm saying? You stand up when you got to stand up. But just get your money, man. Focus on everything that you're supposed to focus on, which is that fighter that's ahead of you, training, getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying? Staying hydrated and doing the best and giving the best that you can give. You know what I'm saying? So I wish Adrien the Problem Broner about billions. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 of his mixtapes. I'm telling you, I wish Adrien Broner all the success on the earth. You got what I'm saying? Listen, this is Power Grind Boxing courtesy of Power Grind Sports, reminding you, stay on the grind. Peace.